What's good, y'all? It's your boy Nytrsa. I've been in Lehigh my whole life. You can say from 2022 until now, Lehigh is starting to grow. It's starting to expand. But there's a problem. All you see is nothing but car washes, Dollar Generals, and storage places. If I had control of real estates, these would be my top food spots in Lehigh Acres. Chick-fil-A. All right, I know in Homestead right now that they building the Chick-fil-A, but you gotta listen. We already know how Chick-fil-A went in Fort Myers. The first Chick-fil-A that they had over here, they had to break it down because it was overly packed. Chick-fil-A is always packed. And I don't want to hear what you niggas saying Chick-fil-A had a decline and everything like that. I don't care, bro. Chick-fil-A still finna have a line. It's still gonna be closed on Sunday. Chick-fil-A is good. We don't have it in Lehigh. I say Chick-fil-A is one of the top 5 fast food restaurants of all time. But my only issue is it's a lot of people in Lehigh Acres. And if you want to get Chick-fil-A, you have to go to Fort Myers. Whether you're going by Estero, or you're going deep in Fort Myers, or you're going right next to the Walmart. With that being said, it needs to be 2 locations of Chick-fil-A, all right? One of the locations needs to be a drive-thru. Those that want to go pick it up drive-thru, or those that want to go DoorDash, right? Another one needs to be a dine-in. Now, the one that's being built in Homestead, I believe it's going to be a dine-in, or it's going to be a drive-thru. Either or is fine. I don't have a problem because it's going to affect the traffic in Lehigh Acres. We already know how Chick-fil-A get down. So if y'all going to add Chick-fil-A in Lehigh Acres, y'all need to add 2. We all love Chick-fil-A, and I believe that Chick-fil-A would be a great spot to have in Lehigh Acres. American Deli. Now, I've been to Atlanta a lot of times, and I promise you, we need a spot like this in Lehigh Acres. It don't even necessarily gotta be in Lehigh Acres, but it could also be added in Fort Myers. I wouldn't have a problem. I know down here we have Publix and we have Hooks. If we have American Deli, it will probably be game changing in Southwest Florida. I promise you, bro. You have the chicken wings, you have the rice, you have the burgers, and on top of that, you have the Philly cheesesteak. It's a variety of foods that you have together for a good price, and it's very good. I believe that Southwest Florida, especially Lehigh Acres, should capitalize on getting American Deli. If y'all get this in Naples, I'm gonna get mad. But it needs to be in Fort Myers or Lehigh Acres, preferably Lehigh Acres. La Granja. Now, I've never tried La Granja, but I heard that it's just like Polo Tropical. There was a discourse on TikTok about which place is better between Polo Tropical and La Granja. Now, I've had Polo Tropical. Polo Tropical is a hit and miss. You have to go over there on a good day to get some good chicken. I remember when Polo Tropical first came out, the chicken was amazing. I'm talking about it was crispy and it was juicy. Now, if you get Pollo Tropical, it's like the chicken has been sitting there for days, ages, and it has no flavor, it has no love. Everything else on Pollo Tropical is decent, but the chicken is just horrible. I'm telling you, you got to get it on a good day. But from what I heard with La Granja does not drop in quality. And I heard that their chicken is extra juicy with great sauces. So a Peruvian restaurant that can actually stay consistent would do numbers down here in Lehigh or Fort Myers. This right here is preferably in Lehigh Acres because we don't really have any restaurant spots in Lehigh Acres. Well, we do, but they're getting stale. And I don't want to go to Fort Myers to go get something. You feel me? Bring it on Lehigh. But La Granja would be great to have in Lehigh. Next, we got PIADA, Italian street food. We've all had Moe's. We've all had Chipotle. We've all had Cava. But you've never had street food in Italian form. Imagine going to a place where you can build your own pasta, your own wrap, your own sandwich. That's PIADA. On top of that, they have great quality foods. I feel like if PIADA came down here to Lehigh Acres, it would drive this area nuts. I feel like it'll be full all the time. They'll probably have to open up too. PIADA is actually great. I've never had PIADA, but I feel like this idea would be absolutely great in this area. Listen, we have Panera Bread, we have Tropical Smoothie, we have Smoothie King, but we don't have Cafe Zupas, all right? Cafe Zupas is like a alternative to that, but they got way more food. You know what I'm saying? They got way more drinks, and it's very healthy as well. This is for those that actually want to like lose weight, that want to stay on that healthy side, you know, to stay fit, but at a very reasonable price that's not pinching your pocket. And I believe Cafe Zupas, especially in Lehigh Acres, would really set the tone down here. It needs to be here. Probably around like Homestead, or it could be down here on Lee Street. I wouldn't mind on it. You know what I'm saying? But definitely this spot would be a go-to if you want to lose weight. And I've DoorDashed. I see a lot of people, they like to order tropical smoothie. They have to go all the way in Fort Myers to go get a tropical smoothie right next to the Publix on Gateway, or they gotta go to one all the way inside Colonial to go get it. Now imagine them niggas that live down there in Lehigh, Sunshine, that can't get a tropical smoothie or something similar to that. Be wicked. And that's why I believe that we need to have a Cafe Zupas, just as great, maybe better. Cookout. Now listen, I just want this in Florida in general. I heard that there is one being built in Tampa as we speak, but imagine a place where you can have a quesadilla, chicken nuggets, chicken wing, burgers, rice, beans, milkshake, hot dog, and these things can turn into sides. Very good quality. You can get at any time. Now listen, we got places like Popeyes, McDonald's, Burger King, Arby's, Chipotle. This place right here would knock out a lot of competitors. We need good food down here in Lehigh. I ain't gonna lie to you. And that's why I think Cookout would be a great addition to have down here. Now listen, you may be wondering, Nytrsa, why out of all food spots you chose those places? I feel like Lehigh Acres needs a variety. And on top of that, there needs to be a reason why people need to come to Lehigh Acres. A lot of people, when they need to go get food, sometimes they gotta DoorDash it or they gotta drive out to Fort Myers to go get it. Fort Myers got hella places. They recently got Dave's Hot Chicken, Raising Cane's, and Whataburger. Why don't Lehigh Acres have some exclusives as well? Cookout, PIADA, American Deli, Granja. Those spots are alternatives to the other places, and I think that they're totally better. Yes, if these places were added in Fort Myers, it would be absolutely great, but I don't want to travel to Fort Myers. I feel like Lehigh Acres should be the home of some of these fast food spots. But at the end of the day, those are my suggestions that should be added in Lehigh Acres. Let me know how y'all feel. What places do you suggest should be down here in Lehigh Acres? I know that there's a lot of y'all that are moving in, and some of y'all are moving out, and some of y'all been here for a while. But I think it's time that we expand this area with some good food. Don't you think? And let me know if y'all want a part two. I will make a part two because I do have some more I want to add in this area. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.